It's funny. I tried to record this twice, which is so Virgo for me. That needing for it to be perfect, or that self-criticism. Anyway, I thought I would just come on here and share a little what I've been experiencing or being shown or leaning into or moving through. Firstly, these two things that I'm about to share are the things that I feel deeply passionate about and I feel I want to share with the world and with others. And that is astrology. And I am certainly a beginner, and I'm learning the language and the art of astrology, but I feel it so intuitively and deeply in my bones. Don't fully understand how to read it yet, but you would have seen on my stories that my Instagram stories that I'm about to embark on the first level of learning, so I can start to be better at weaving that in my client sessions, as I've found it incredibly useful in my own journey. Understanding more about myself and the ability to lean into that has really opened things up for me, or it's allowed me to understand better that things are happening for me and not to me. And also, I truly believe that which we are experiencing now in our own personal space and in the collective is that the energies are guiding us through an incredible experience. And that's for a different conversation or different video. But we're currently on the precipice of another eclipse portal, window, season. On the 17th, the full moon in Pisces is an eclipse. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is at 25 degrees of Pisces. And that'll obviously have an impact on the area that you have Pisces in your chart. And then on the 2nd of October, there is a new moon eclipse in Libra. But just to focus on the Pisces, the Pisces is the mystic, is the healer, is the deeply watery and boundless, limitless archetype. And it's my understanding, and I'm certainly getting to experience that for myself. Now, there's a lot of other things at play here, so I'm not trying to oversimplify this, and I am no means an astrologer yet, although I think we're all astrologers, we just don't know it. That there is something with eclipses, there is something that wants to eclipse out of our lives, and with Pisces, which is the 12th house, it's like something that from the past wants to be brought to wholeness, wants to be let go of, wants to be healed. Pisces is the healer. And so certainly in my own life, I have noticed certainly in the last week anyway, although I've been on an incredibly deep healing journey, well, for the last 2 or 3 years, but I'm in my current return, which is the healing of the healer, and I'm navigating menopause, so I'm transitioning from one stage of my life to the next stage of my life, and that has meant that there's been a real deep reflective healing death and rebirth experience that I have been navigating for a while, but it has felt fairly intensified this year. All now for my expansion and growth, I truly believe. In fact, my intention with all of this was to, even when I first set out, was to truly know my worth and feel a sense of connection to myself and to others, and to live from a heart-aligned place, to experience love, to give love and to receive love, and to be able to live life in the most expansive way, in the most expressive way that's possible. And with the stories or decisions that I made about myself a long time ago, and all the emotion that I have been running from, I have now got the opportunity to be with all that. And I've spent a long part of my life running from that. And to be able to access more, or to be in that possibility, I have to be with the vulnerability of my heart, and be with the vulnerability of all the pain, and all the mechanisms that I still use, sometimes even on default, although I've got a lot better at seeing it and being with it. It is an untangling, it isn't a dissolving, but I know that I feel a real sense of presence about it, and a real commitment to leaning into all of that. And astrology has given me that too, that the understanding that the more I lean in rather than resist, the more aligned I feel, the more alive I feel, the more the possibility is available to me, the more the expansion is available to me. And that feels incredibly unfamiliar. My go-to is to go back to what I know, and sometimes that just happens without me even realizing. But I've been so lucky. I don't think lucky is the right word. I've been blessed with the opportunity to do this deep work and be held by incredible women, in particular Ash, more recently, and the depth of that holding has meant that I've been able to be with, or not run away from, those parts of me that I, for want of a better term, hated. And how much pain and heartbreak has sat underneath all those mechanisms and all those stories. And if I bring it back to now, the more recent time, the last few days, even today, the emotion that is sitting there, that I have been able to access, the tenderness, the vulnerability that I've been able to access, and be with, without making it mean anything, or try and fix or change it, or try and blame someone. My poor husband often is the one that, is the firing line. Our relationships often are. And then the experience of tenderness and of love and of expansion that is available, albeit a little bit frightening, because it's it is limitless. It is potential. And of course, our minds want to keep us safe, and they want to have familiar, and they want to have certainty. And so it wants us to go back to what it knows rather than what it doesn't know. What the possibility of what this life could look like. And this work that I've done, and the experience of, leaning into the energy and the experiences that life offers me to grow and expand has been exponential. And then from that place, the opportunities, the connection, the presence, the tenderness and the vulnerability, and then of course the possibility has opened up for me. Now this work continues for me, but I suppose I'm at a place now where I choose to lean in, because I know that is bringing me closer and closer to what I think we all truly desire, and that is to be home in my heart and to have connection and love and live from that place, from a place of trust and surrender, from a place of possibility, and from a place of being with it all, being in flow, heart open. And so I continue. It is at this point that I want to offer the opportunity for others to experience that healing too. So if there's anyone who's feeling like they're ready to take the next step on this journey, or feeling like they want to explore the possibility, then reach out, either DM me, or there'll be a link in this video for you to get in touch. I'm just sending you lots of love.